Hey everybody, and welcome back to Foundation Friday. Today I am trying something different. I think I may have tried this before a while back. This is the Lancome Teint Idole, because that is how they pronounce it on their website. Ultra Makeup Stick. So I'm back to a stick foundation today. This stick foundation has SPF 21. It says all day color, wear and comfort, portable perfection, soft matte finish, and it's for all skin types. Inside you have 0.31 ounces, and the shade that I have is 510 Suede C. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I have what all that means here in the video. This is what the actual stick looks like, and that's as far as it goes. You see the little white there. So a pretty decent amount of product. I'm gonna put it back down. Now whenever I use a stick foundation, I usually use my Becca primer because that's the strongest primer I have for my oily skin. But today I'm gonna be using my Photo Finish primer. This is from Smashbox, just so things can glide on nice and smoothly and you can see what it looks like. You guys know this is a silicone based primer. So today I'm going to be using the Becca brush, the F89. That's what it looks like. You could use it to bake, apply powder right under the eye. It has that perfect angle for it. But today I'm going to be using it for a foundation brush. So I like to spray my brush a little bit. This is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. Just spray it twice just to get a little lubrication going on the brush. This is just something I like to do, guys. And I'm going to apply just a little bit of this on my cheek. Let's see what the color looks like. A little light, but I think that we can work with this. This is the color I have. I believe I might have used a deeper shade before. So today we're just going to go with this. And if I can find the video where I use this foundation before, especially if it's another shade, I'm gonna link it below, because I think I was between two shades, and I'm gonna go ahead and start working it. Okay guys, if I leave it right here at this coverage, I feel like it's very sheer, very believable, very much like skin. You still see my blemishes clearly through, especially down here. You still see them. I like more coverage, especially if I'm going out somewhere. People who don't have as many problems with discoloration or blemishes, you may love this coverage right here, but it says medium to full, so let's see how far I can push it to get rid of this discoloration down here and on my cheeks. Let's see how far I can push it before I start looking cakey. Alright guys, so how do we like that second round of coverage? How do we like, you know, the sheerness, or do you feel like it covered good enough? Do you feel like, now for me, I feel like I need more coverage. But I know sometimes I overthink things, sometimes I don't need as much as I think I do. I will say that this foundation feels lighter than the Black Opal stick foundation, and it definitely doesn't feel as oily as the Black Opal stick foundation. This feels more lightweight, it feels more breathable, it doesn't feel heavy on my skin at all, it doesn't make me feel like it's oily. When I put that stuff on, I felt oily automatically. This doesn't feel like that. And I think the color match after I blended it out looks pretty good. It does. I also noticed that it has some like a little bit of a sheen to it, or like an inner glow or something. And I think in the last video I did say sometimes the Smashbox, because it's like a silicone based primer, does give you that nice smooth, almost like glow from within type feel with every foundation I use it with. I feel like there's a little bit of a glow. Let's see if my favorite concealer will bounce on top of this. Stay tuned. I'm back with my Naked Skin concealer. This one is from Urban Decay, looks like that. And it's a very sheer to medium. You could build it up. So I'm going to put some right down here. This is about the amount I normally use. I'm gonna put that right there. This is a e.l.f. blender. And it looks like it blended out quite nicely on top of that. Nice and smooth looking. Very, very smooth. Okay. Not bad, not bad at all. All right, I'm also going to see if I can use a stick on top of this stick. This is the Pure Cosmetics Cameo Contour Stick. I'm going to see how this works on top of it. Just make a few little taps. A little bit on the side of my nose. That's a tiny bit. I'm going to use another Sigma brush. This is the curved kabuki brush, the F83. Just try to blend that out a bit. I am going to use a little bit of Sacha Buttercup powder under the eyes, just a little bit. I'm using a MAC 224 brush because it's nice and fluffy. And I am going to say that I'm noticing a little bit of creasing around my mouth. I haven't put on the all over face powder yet. So maybe that's something you might want to do very quickly. Can't take your time with that because it's creasing around my mouth. For all over face powder, I'm going to be using the Lancome Translucence powder. This one is in 500 because I'm already creasing there. I see it. And I'm going to take this gorgeous brush here from Becca. I'm going to use a Becca bronzer. And that's what I'm going to apply on my cheeks. I love the look of this one. It's Maui Nights. And I really can use this as a blush too. And I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. So all the other products work on top of this foundation pretty well, blended in well and everything. I did not like that creasing around the mouth, and I'm going to be watching it because it got right there in that laugh line. I didn't like that, not one bit. While we're here, we might as well finish out the look. I'm going to use ColourPop's pencil. This one is Pitch. I'm going to use one of the Amore Shine Lippies from Milani. This is Seduction number 8. Alright, so I'm going to go put on some hair and I'll be back. Stay tuned. I did turn down the lighting just a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see. I like the way the finish turned out. I'm looking here in the viewfinder. I really like the way the finish turned out. If I turn up my lighting, I think it's going to be too bright. You can't see the actual shade, or maybe you can. But I think it turned out pretty nice. I did add a little bit of highlight. That's Becca Rose Quartz, and it just, you know, applied very seamlessly. It looks very nice. So I'm very happy about it. Very, very happy about it. Could I have used more coverage? Of course. but do I actually need it? Am I like really dying for more coverage? No, I'm not pleased with how it started to crease in this area. Not happy with that. And I don't know if it's going to continue to crease throughout the day, so I have to watch that. But I think overall it came out beautiful. It really did. Actually, this time around, I think it may have turned out better this time, but I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about things now than I was back then. I'm going to find the video where I think I used this foundation before. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's the exact same shade, but I did use it before, at least between 2015 and 2016, I want to say. But it looks, I think, better this time. So I'm really liking it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really tempted to try the Teint Idole in the liquid form. I see a lot of people talking about that. Give me a thumbs up if you would like to see me review that, and I'll try to pick that up. I'm just trying to find lots of foundations for oily skin, something that's going to work on my skin. I'm really digging the series. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to try to keep this foundation on as long as I can today. At the end of this video, you will possibly see a clip of me if I could keep it on. Also, guys, if you're looking for someone to follow on Instagram, come on over to mine. It's at TheMindCatcher. I also have Twitter at TheMindCatcher, Snapchat at TheMindCatcher. I'd love to have you. My daughters also have an Instagram account, Little Mind Catchers. So come on over and join us, check us out. Also, all the products that I used, I'll be sure to have them listed below, as well as the prices, as well as links if you feel like purchasing. Please do. And that's it. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Cyber kisses. Bye. Alright guys, don't be afraid. I was just wiping off the makeup on my eyes and I totally forgot that I was supposed to film how the Teint Idole from Lancome worked out, the stick foundation. I had this on since maybe about 8 or 9 o'clock this morning, and now it's after 6. And I was just wiping off the resin, I remember, but you see the lipstick, everything is being wiped off, brows going. But as you can see, I did not blot. This is what it's looking like. Just oily in my, T-zone areas. I did start getting that line there on both sides. So, beware of that. You're going to have to set it fast. But other than that, like on my cheeks, I know I wiped away a little bit of stuff here, but on my cheeks it held up pretty well. It's still there. Underneath the chin it held on pretty well. I know, I still have discoloration and everything. I told you, to me it wasn't full coverage. I would need to color correct first in order to wear it. But overall, my skin still feels smooth. It's just that around my mouth, right there in those lines, and around my nose, oily, and a little bit of transfer where the oil is. But I think it held up pretty good. And that's with the Smashbox primer. So if you have a stronger primer, you might get more wear, and it might hold up better in those oily areas.